Welcome to Celebrity Tarot with Hangman Tarot. I am Hangman Tarot. My name is Jordan. Welcome. We are going to be getting into a tarot reading with Evan Rachal Wood. Now, there's a few things I want to go over when it comes to this reading. But before we start, I'm going to shuffle the cards while we go over her astrology, her birth chart, and what is kind of going on as of up to now. So go ahead and hit subscribe while we do that, please, if you would, and click that bell. Other than that, let's get started. All right. Evan Rachal Wood is really trying to make sense of her relationship with Marilyn Manson. She had dated Marilyn Manson, whom she calls by his real name, Brian Warner. And there's a new trailer coming out. It's a documentary, The Phoenix Rising, and it is chronicling the ways that she alleged he abused her sexually and controlled her. It also follows her as she advocates for the Phoenix Act of 2019 law that has extended the statute of limitation for sexual abuse survivors in California. The two-part documentary will be available on stream in full HBO Max March 15th. So I'll definitely check that out. Hopefully you all do too. It's going to be opening up. When it opens up, it's going to be opening up and doing documentary with her family even. So it's like really, really personal. Let's see. She first came forward with the abuse allegations against Warner February 1st, 2021, following the years of speculation. And he started grooming her when she was a teenager, is what she stated. And she quoted, it was horrific abuse for her for years. And she wrote this on Instagram that she was brainwashed and manipulated into submission. I am done living in fear of retaliation, slander, or blackmail. I'm here to expose this dangerous man and call out the many industries that have enabled him before he ruins any more lives. More than a dozen women actually came forward right after with similar claims against Warner, and 4 have filed civil lawsuits. So now this is up to date. This is up as of right now. So February 22nd, 2022 is when she is coming out, and this is where the Phoenix Rising trailer has come out. So anyway, I really wanted to get into a reading with her. I think it'd be good. I think it'd be a good read. We're just going to find out kind of currently where she's at, and we're going to kind of get a vibe or, some sort of energy off the oracle cards first, and then we'll get into our tarot reading. And those tarot cards will actually confirm vice versa as well with the oracle and tarot. All right. So, ow! I just slammed my fingers in the drawer. Oh, God, I'm going to die. Ah. Okay. All right. Okay, let's get into this oracle. Just kind of currently finding the energy within and around her, okay? For her birth chart, she is a Virgo. She was born September 7th, 1987. She's an American actress and musician. She began acting in the 90s and appearing in several TV series, including American Gothic in 95, Once and Again, and she debuted Digging in China. She was also in that 13 movie. It was a film in 2003. I was obsessed with that movie. I think I was older then, but I was obsessed with it nonetheless. She was born on a Monday. Moon is a Pisces. So sun sign Virgo, and her moon sign is a Pisces. Ascendant in Sagittarius. Yay. It's very easygoing though, I'm assuming. Just like spiritually probably very equipped. Let's get started. All right, so let's find out her current energy. I know those Christians say the devil is a liar, but if he was really so bad, then why does he keep saying love and light then? Who says love and light? The devil? Captain of a starship. Okay, I don't really know. I have no idea. Okay, so anyway, let's find out. Okay. All right. So energy wise, she's very much walking away from a situation. She's walking away from maybe even a cycle of her life. She's walking away from something of resolve, maybe something that wasn't resolved, however this is. It's definitely was something that caused her a lot of damage. It was definitely something that caused her a lot of grief. So there was damages, there was loss that came with this. There was just conflict, and this was a huge deal because instead of, staying in the dark and in the shadow, she is walking towards the light. There's like a lot of gold, a lot of yellow and warmth in this energy. And she's definitely in a place where she wants to become whole again and bring something about, which is really, really nice. She's just kind of like waiting and getting ready, for this new extra step. That's the robot chick on the screen cap. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm usually not this lost, but I'm like lost. I'm pretty lost now. Okay. All right, let's confirm with our tarot reading. So we're going to find out currently kind of anything that holds this celebrity back, this person who, is fighting for her human rights. Oh, right. Yeah, it's funny you say that because, I mean, I was getting a lot of vibes off her. I really wanted this to be a really positive video, but I'm not intuitively, like when I was searching through her photos, it's just like there's something off. You know what? We're going to find out. I hope she doesn't. I think she's rad on her own, but let's just find out. All right. So just kind of anything that is holding her back currently. Oh, well, she is at some sort of a crossroad. She is definitely at a crossroad. It is something that is holding her back, something of any kind of communication, trying to clarify something. She's definitely in her thoughts about it. So we'll find out why. Okay, so she does have prospects. She does have choices and some sort of a decision that she could make. And this is definitely based on something that has to do with, kind of learning about the people around her, learning about prospects. So she probably has several different options, but she's definitely kind of like learning about them. And that is something that holds her back from making any choices or communicating her decision. So this is something that, again, she is learning how to do because she doesn't always pick them properly, obviously, hence Marilyn Manson. But I've never, ever seen Westworld. Man, looking at those photos, though, she looked rad. So there are some prospects here, something of stability. A lot of them have a lot of structure, and there's not like a ton of like scary stuff about these prospects. So they're not, but she again is learning how to pick them. So it's something that she doesn't want to do that, she doesn't want to be careless about it. So she's being very, very, very careful. Let's find out how she will move on from, this holding her back. How's she going to release that? Because that does hold her back from moving forward, obviously. And she's probably scared to pick a person. Right? I do too. It's because she lacks confidence, because you can tell by her face that she actually lacks. One of the parents there's a trauma from one of the parents in her face, and you can see it. And that is definitely going to put you in a place where you lack confidence to really make a decision. And that's probably something that she's grown to learn. Again, learning how to choose people to be around you. I mean, that, let alone, other shit, because when there's trauma from a parent, I mean, we all have it, but you can tell on her face that she does. Okay. Okay, so that Two of Wands, there's just the decision stuff keeps coming up. So there's like an openness, and there's definitely some sort of a plan coming up. So that's something that will release her from holding herself up with these decisions or these choices that she should be making, and, choosing the right prospect for her and whomever she has around her. She's definitely, because it could be a passionate, adventurous, exciting type of situation. But again, she's going to plan, and that will help release her from that decision and from her not making it. That's funny that you say that, though. Yeah. All right. We're going to find out some of her strengths within her life and how it is that she maybe could learn how to love herself more. Okay. Okay, so in order for her to actually really love herself, she really needs to listen to the person on the inside. So she doesn't quite listen to the conscience, the inner guru, the teacher within, if you will. So that is something that would help her gain some confidence. But as of right now, it's not her greatest strength. It's probably her biggest weakness. Is the empathy that she lacks is really a huge hindrance in her life. So the Queen of Cups in reverse is just indicating to me that a love, having a connection, having something that is really receptive is probably not something that is on the front burner for her because of that lack of empathy. And that isn't something that is off balance for her. And that is something that she can't get out of unless she, listens to the guidance on the inside. And it's almost like she's not. So, I mean, she's lacking both of those extremely, it's just too extreme for me in my thinking to like move forward unless she, learns how to do that. I don't know. But empathy is a big one. I mean, you know where you get empathy from. So let's find out more here. Love life. Yeah. She just doesn't have the resilience to get into a relationship. She doesn't have that bounce back. It's almost like she's just could even be in fight or flight, probably. Just like there's just so much that has put her into a place where she cannot bounce back from a breakup. She can't bounce back from abuse. She cannot bounce back from, a sticky, icky, yucky relationship. That's not in the cards here. Stability is super, super important. And again, if there is no stability and it's not showing that the outer situation is safe, there's just no fucking way. Okay, so there is somebody around her. One of her prospects is the King of Wands, but that is in reverse. So again, this person, she wants somebody who's very passionate, and this person lacks passion. They lack, being open. They definitely are lacking any kind of self-concept of their own self. And they definitely, it's almost like they do things in a meaningless way. They're not holding any substance for her in that sense, especially the things that she wants. It's like the things that make them tick is not something that she's okay with. So it doesn't align with her. This person doesn't align with her, and she's not jamming out with this at all. So could even be the spiritual levels just not high enough for her too. Let's find out. Three of Wands. Okay, so communication, that's something that is definitely not in the cards here. This is a choice that she could make. This is something that she's not going to choose. This is one of the prospects or, one of the people that she could choose from, and she's not going to. There's just not great enough communication. There's not great enough adventure or passion or, light. She needs fire. She needs zazatsu. She needs, all the fun stuff. She needs something. She needs some sense of safety, some sense of drive within a person, and this just is not the person. The strength or the intuition or the street smarts, that's not in this person. So she's like, no, we're not doing that. All right, let's find out likely outcome. All right, so likely outcome is she's definitely going to be in a place where she's, she needs to be informed. So she's going to educate herself constantly, whether that be taking extra acting classes or, doing extra classes on like, how to like tend to an abuse victim or how to like get into, being a phlebotomist. I don't really know, or how to be a tarot reader. She's definitely going to be in a place where she's educating herself. And this really brings about that communication once again and just puts her in to more of a logical sense, and she's definitely curious. So education and information, that is her thing. All right, Seven of Swords. There is some deceit. this has all to do with abuse. This all has to do with, you know, things lacking stability. But this is definitely something that is very confusing and it's very cold. So there is a conflict, and this is likely outcome. So this is something that is around her and it is following her. And this could have to do with somebody who is a swords or an air sign. It's almost like it really fucks up the structure in her world. So likely outcome with, you know, learning, educating along the way and self-study maybe. There's definitely that energy of deceit, and that could actually be running off of her, because I'm not going to lie, like I feel something. Like I know there's something else there. And that doesn't mean that anything that she does or says is a lie. It just means that like she's got some extra angry, almost like scary, deceitful, maybe even revenge energy. I don't know. She terrifies me. Like, this is one lady I probably would never fuck with, even though I know that people assume that she's probably submissive and, you know, bleak and, you know, like shy and passive. No, she's not. No, she's not. No, she's not. I'm just going to say that. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, again, it's with that deceit and that instability, it just likely outcome is bringing in lack of structure, lack of discipline, lack of leading in anything here. So just kind of like whatever she's supposed to be doing as far as like being the leader, or the team leader, or, you know, the father in the situation even, it's just something that is pressing hard on her because, again, she's got a lot of things going on and there's a lot of things that are distracting her. Let's get one more card. Ooh, girl. Okay. Weird. I knew it. All right. Yeah. So these cards, Queen of Cups, or Queen of Swords, excuse me, Knight of Cups, and Five of Cups in reverse. Okay. So even though she may be looking for prospects, it's just like there's a big deal when it comes to the person that maybe she does have her eye on. And this person just kind of like loves love, and they just kind of like how it looks to other people, if that makes sense. It will bring her grief. It'll cause some sort of a loss, or make her feel like, you know, it was a huge disappointment and it's a fucked up situation. But because of the severity of her cold cutoffness and her confusing, like not sure who she is and what she actually stands for, because she's kind of scary, yet a lot of people think she's this and then this and this and this. And her parents are both actors, I did see. And that also makes me think about things. And she's an actor. So those are things that I keep into consideration when I'm looking at somebody, before, you know, like doing a reading. I just kind of like look at their photos mostly, just try to feel them and put myself in their shoes. And it's just, it's terrifying. Her shoes are terrifying. And I won't go much further into it. I just, you know, I don't want to start drama. Anyway, this person does think with their heart, and so they're not logical enough for her anyway. But again, they really want to keep things going, and they're loyal, and they do have a connection with her. Whether or not, you know, that kind of gets off foot here, and when, I'm not quite sure. But this is definitely going to bring a little bit of heartbreak and a little bit of, you know, grief. I mean, she's going to be like upset about it. So it's something that she'll be like, oh, I love this person type thing. All right. That is the end of that reading. Oh, it is. Me too. Like, her face looks like it's sliding off. Like, it's like, I mean, that's just what it is. Yes, I totally agree. You are dead on, Celeb Tarot Predicts. Dead on. Please hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. If you have a request for a celebrity, leave it in the comment section, or go check out the details on my social media and the details, and go check those out on the messages, and just message me or DM me, however, wherever. It does not matter. I will get it, and I will get your requests out as soon as I can. I try to keep them in order as much as possible. Some days I'm just not feeling certain readings, so I literally will not force myself to read somebody I'm not feeling that day. I've done that a couple times, and it was horrendous. And, you know, it may be right, it may be wrong. I don't know, but I just feel like I should feel right about it. But so if you see something like yours has not come up, hasn't popped up yet, it's because I haven't been ready to read them. So as soon as I'm ready to read it and I have that energy, you know, connection with that person. But anyway, it's already difficult enough reading celebrities. So please hit subscribe. Click the bell if you want to receive any of the notifications here at Hangman Tarot. It'll alert you when I'm live, as well as uploads for all your future tarot card readings. If that sounds good, again, click that bell. Other than that, share, like, and follow on all of your social media. Stay warm. It is -9 here, so please do not freeze your fingers off. Have a beautiful night, though.